Where's the keys? Woo! Oh no! We just woke up. It's pretty early in the morning, like 5:30. And we're going on an adventure today to hopefully find our new car. So it's gonna be a long day. So, this is the first time we've actually been up in the morning when it's still been dark. The moon's still out. Big full moon.
And we're heading for a big adventure to actually look at a van that we're really seriously interested in.
Yeah, so it's kind of an annoying situation, but we're catching the bus for 3.5 hours just to go look at the van. Hopefully it's gonna look good.
So we just got to the bus station. It's huge. It's kind of a labyrinth, but we got here, found our bus, printed tickets, and now we're getting on board.
5 hours later.
So here it is. The first look at potentially our new van. It's a hiace.
Our favorite.
Yeah, so it's pretty similar to our old van. It's actually got the same engine in it, 3-litre diesel. But this used to be an ambulance, so it's got a high roof.
But it's shorter.
But it is shorter, yeah. But it's in very good nick for a car from Chile.
Yeah.
They all seem to be pretty banged up and not really taken care of. But this one is actually in really good shape. So this is it. It's in pretty good shape. Got a couple of things wrong with it, but nothing's perfect. Like we had to fix most of them. The more to creature comforts. So looks like it'll be a pretty good campervan.
So we just arrived at the mechanic shop. We highly recommend if you buy a car, go with owner to mechanic shop and double check it with mechanic. Yeah, we don't understand shit, so we just hope that the owner is not telling the guys, hey, I'll give you $200 if you'll say everything is okay.
Yeah, so basically, we drove the car. It's really nice, actually. It's just got one shake when you change gears. I'm thinking it might be something to do with the transmission or motor mounts. But we've just come to a mechanic to check it out. It's really hard to communicate with the mechanic if they don't speak any English, and it's just the owner communicating with the mechanic. But this guy sounds really honest, so...
And he's really nice
Yeah.
and helpful,
So I don't think he's trying to screw us too bad. I think they're about to take it for a test drive, so... Okay.
So what's up?
He told me what it was, I have no idea what he was saying. So I'm not 100% sure, but the guy that's selling the car is helping now just a random mechanic fix an engine, and I think it's because the mechanic took his car for a test drive, so now he's got to work back the time owed. So now he's helping him fix an engine over there. It's a very strange concept here. So we just looked at the van, made a deal with the guy. Unfortunately, we can't actually do the paperwork today and drive away with it. It's gonna
He's
get,
going for vacation.
yeah, it's gonna take a whole day pretty much to do that. So
But we have a van.
yeah, we have a
Good
van
van.
pretty much sorted. It's a hiace, it's what we want. So we'll see you in a week when we come back down. We are going to catch another 3-hour bus or 4-hour bus back to Santiago.
So hot.
1 week later.
Okay, now's a good time to mention, if you haven't looked at our last video, linked here, how to get a route in Chile, you're going to need it before you go looking for a car or even purchasing a car. So check it out. Things also start to get a little bit complicated at this point. As a foreigner, when you get your route number, all you really get is a A4 piece of paper that has a route number written on it. It's like an 8 or 9 digit number. And it also tells you that this is a temporary route number as a foreigner, but it says you're still able to use it to buy cars or anything else that you need a route number for. Depending on where you buy your car from in Chile, you could come into problems with different agencies and notarias not really accepting that piece of paperwork. The formal Chilean route ID number is more like a credit card or like a driver's license with your photo and the number on it, and that's what's widely accepted. And if you don't have one of those, they start to get quite hesitant, especially if they're not in Santiago or in a place that don't regularly see travelers come through. You really just have to assure them that it is a legal paperwork, and you'll see coming up that we had some actual problems with this.
So we're back in Linares after 1 week of waiting when our owner of our vehicle is back from vacation. And there's some issues that we're facing right now because we went to 3 different notarios and they said no to us. They'll not sign the documents we need. So we're in the 4th one. Cross fingers, it will work now. So owners is talking to notaria right now and everything is Spanish. We don't really know what's happening, but let's hope that it will work out in the end.
Aquí suplente. Vamos a la otra.
Next one.
¿Ah? A la primera.
So we finally found a notaria that would allow us to do the sale with my paperwork. And I think now we have to go and make a payment somewhere. I have actually no idea, but we're just following our guy that we're buying the car off, and hopefully it all goes well, but it seems like a bit tense at the moment because we're actually not sure if we own the car yet or not.
So now we got a small paper from the office and they send us to the cashier, and Marcel is paying 1.5% of value of the car, which is the tax that we pay.
Okay, we paid the tax and now we're running after our guy. I think he's late to his work, so he's a little bit in stress. But anyway, we're coming back to the office, to the notary, with the confirmation and a paper, and then hopefully we'll get a ownership.
Money has changed hands. Ready to go now.
Muchas gracias.
Listo. Vale, vale.
Muchas gracias.
Listo, listo.
Gracias.
Ya.
Gracias. Gracias.
Here's the keys. Woo! Oh no!
Okay. Gracias, Eduardo.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Well, there we have it. We just bought a car in Chile. It took probably about 4 hours this morning. We went to 3 or 4 notarias. They all told us that we couldn't do it. We ended up going back to the very first one and just insisting that it was legal. I think we're in a small town. They just didn't know the Chilean law as well as Santiago, where all the foreigners buy the cars. But it is legal. We got it done. We've got all the paperwork. We're ready to drive back to Santiago and start converting our van into a campervan. We're super excited and we can't wait. So that's it, guys. That's how you buy a car in Chile. We walked away that day with the compraventa, which was the sales contract. It's also worth noting that we got another 2 documents that day from the notaria. The first one is a declaración jurada. Basically, when you leave Chile in a foreign plated car, you are swearing by this document that you will return it within 180 days. You will need it if you go through any border crossings into Argentina or Peru or Bolivia. The other document was an alteración, which is basically a document which allows a new owner of a vehicle to leave Chile before the paperwork has been processed and you actually have the official ownership documents. It's useful if you're going to buy a car and straight away leave the country, especially if you're heading towards Patagonia, where you have to cross a lot of borders into Argentina on the way down. So the next step is converting this van into our livable, portable home that we're going to travel around the whole of South America with. We've got some really good ideas planned for this van. A lot of different ideas compared to our last van that we built in New Zealand. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out here, or the link will be in the description. We're going to be posting regular videos about this van build now, so subscribe if you haven't already, like this video if you actually got some use out of it, and I'll see you soon.